Some of you used to ask me, I want to do a hormonal test. What time of my menstrual cycle and I do a hormonal test? Or at times, I will send my clients that they are not in Lagos to go and do a hormonal test. I will tell them, anytime you get to the laboratory, do the hormonal test, let them give you the result. 1, 2, 3 times I've heard about labs that they will tell my client that they can't do hormonal test for them because they are not on their period, that they must do hormonal test 2nd or 3rd day of their menstrual cycle and 21st day for progesterone. What do I mean? They will say they can only do LH, FSH, prolactin 2nd or 3rd day of menstrual cycle, then 21st day progesterone. Even when I put a call through to them that please do it. It is me who requested for that result, to that test. Don't bother, I will interpret. Some of the labs will still insist that we cannot do it unless patient to decline to come back 2nd or 3rd day of their menstrual cycle. I'm telling you, everybody now, any lab that you go to and they tell you that they cannot run hormonal test for you 2nd or 3rd day of their menstrual cycle, I want to tell you that they have problem. Do you know what happened? Professionals, some of them, they are not updating their knowledge. They are not updating their skill. What they learn when they are in the school, 5, 6, 7 years, they are practicing. That is what is still present in their head. You know why they normally refuse? Because they know that they won't be able to interpret those results. Yes, they only know how to interpret if the woman is menstruating. But I put it across to all the professionals that works in the laboratory that there's nothing again as 2nd or 3rd day LH and FSH. If you want to investigate ovarian function of any woman, that is why you could do AMH that is more stable at any time of menstrual cycle to know what is the ovarian function of that woman says. But some of you don't even know how to interpret this result. That is why the only thing you know in hormonal test is high progesterone, low progesterone, high prolactin. Some of you cannot effectively interpret LH and FSH of hormonal test. If you want to do hormonal test, I'm telling you, go at any time of your menstrual cycle, go and do hormonal test, LH, FSH, prolactin, progesterone. Then AMH. If you are versatile in laboratory diagnosis and interpretation of results, until the patient is on period, that is when you can run hormonal test for them because you can't interpret that result. Do you know the one that pains me pass? You people will collect LH, FSH, prolactin on 2nd or 3rd day of these women. You ask them to come back on 21st day for the progesterone. And yet, all these results, you won't give them immediately. By the time they come back on 21st day for progesterone, when you collect their blood, you tell them to come back 1 week to come and collect all the results. Check it. The test they do in February, you are releasing results to them in March. Because when you do 21st day progesterone and now tell patient come back to collect the one you do 2nd or 3rd day and that of 21 days after 1 week, that means that result will be used to treat patient in March. Let's say that thing happens in February, which is very wrong because everybody that is experienced will know that menstrual cycle of every woman is not the same in every month. What happened to them in January may not be what is going to happen to them in February. I want to advise some of you, if you collect blood from any woman for 2nd or 3rd day, release the result to them. Let the professional that want to use that result to start using that result on them. But I want to tell you that if it's because of ovarian function, that is why you are doing the test second or third day of the period. I'm telling you, AMH, anti-malarial hormone, is more specific, more accurate to know what happened to a woman when it comes to the ovarian function. Let me advise you. The only way or the only reason I will request for second or third day of LH and FSH is when you are investigating PCOS. If you don't know how to interpret that result, why will you stop doing the test? What is your problem? I want to know. Even when I put call to some of them and I've been telling them, please, they will say, no, we can't do it. It's because you can't interpret that result. If they don't do that test second or third day of their period, me, I can interpret that result any time of the period. They will refuse. Ladies and gentlemen, any lab you go and you request for this test and they tell you to come back second or third, ask them what is their problem. My name is Wojo Adeka in this hammer. I'm the fertility scientist at Abin Fertility and Andrology. Till I come your way next time. God is good. Bye.